Greetings and salutations and greetings on this Memorial Day weekend. My name is Scott Allison. This is Beyond 280. This is the show where we go beyond the 280 characters that Twitter keeps us to, right? And get to know the people behind the avatars, get to dig into the topics of the day, the trends of the day, and again, just kind of dig in and find out what all this really means. Again, welcome to the show. I'm streaming a day early today because tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I wanted to make sure I had plenty of time to spend with my family. We're going to be hanging out with some friends and enjoying some time together. And that's not to say that I will be celebrating per se, because Memorial Day is really, again, it's about remembering, right? Remembering the fallen. And we always have tried in our family, at least as, as me as a father, this family that I am currently a part of, we've always tried to teach our kids what Memorial Day actually means. It's not a day off. It's not a long weekend. It is not an opportunity to party or to get drunk or to have barbecue or any of that stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love all that stuff. I think that stuff is awesome. But that's not why we have this day. This isn't, I get a 4-day week or I get a 3-day weekend or whatever. That's not what this is about. And I think many of us have lost that. Many of us have forgotten that. And that's certainly true with our current vice president. So here's Terrence K. Smith. If you don't know who that is, you should follow him on Twitter.
I need everybody, and I mean every single body right now, to look at this. Look at what Kamala Harris tweeted out. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that and look at her face. Does she think this is a joke? People, wake up. Share this with your family and with your friends so everybody can see that Kamala Harris, the VP in the White House, is making a mockery out of Memorial Day. Share this with everybody so they can see that Kamala Harris don't care about the people who put their lives on the line for this country. Kamala Harris, I'm talking to you, so listen and pay attention. Memorial Day is not just a long weekend. Memorial Day is just not a day where you barbecue and have fun. Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend, is a time where we are supposed to be remembering the people who put their lives on the line for this country. This is the time where you are supposed to be thankful and you are supposed to remember the people who fought for your freedom. The people who fought for my freedom and everyone else's freedom. The people who fought so this country could be safe. These people who put their lives on the line and died so you could be the VP. Memorial Weekend is not just a long weekend, Kamala Harris. You think everything is funny. You think everything is a joke, and it's not. People freaking died, put their lives on the line, sacrificed everything so that you could be in that White House one day. So that I could be here one day and not have to worry about anything. And you want to say it's a long weekend and then post a picture of yourself and not a soldier? Not of somebody that we should be remembering? This is not about you, Kamala. You have lost your everlasting mind. And I need everybody in America to wake up and see who we really have in this White House. This is absolutely disgusting of you, Kamala. You are disgusting and disgraceful and disrespectful, and you will never have my respect.
So what else do we say about that? I saw that tweet earlier in the weekend, and I like Terrence K. Williams there. I nearly blew a gasket. And then I kind of had to back up a little bit. This is when Nail Bender knows that we've had these conversations. This is what politicians are, though. They're short-sighted, they're shallow, and they can't see further than the end of their nose. They're completely out of touch with most of America, and this is just another example of that. Now, that's not to say that other presidents and vice presidents haven't dropped the ball on this somber holiday, but timing is just not good, guys. It's just not good. So real quick, I wanted to kind of go into the origins of Memorial Day, just so everybody gets it right in their head, because I see a lot of people talking about celebrating veterans and really kind of misplacing the celebration or the remembrance of this holiday. This is from the wiki page for Memorial Day. It's a federal holiday in the United States for honoring and mourning the military personnel who have died in the performance of their military duties while serving in the United States Armed Forces. That's it in a nutshell. That is what Memorial Day is. It's not about veterans, although we should be honoring our veterans. It's not about World War II. It's not about the Korean War. It's not about the Civil War. It's about the people, the human beings who signed up, or in some cases drafted, but put their lives out there and lost their lives in service of this country. They made the ultimate sacrifice, in some cases that directly affected you and me. I think about the storming of Normandy, D-Day, a lot around this time period, because I don't know if you know that, but these boats, these skiffs that went out and landed on the beaches of Normandy, when that front panel opened up to allow these soldiers to get out, almost 90% of them didn't make it. 90%. A lot of these were just kids. They were 17, 18 years old. Had never seen, the birth of their child. They probably didn't even get to pay taxes and do the things that we as freedom-loving adults in this country get to do. And even at that age, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were getting into, and they laid down their lives to stop one of the most heinous atrocities and people that the face of the planet has ever known. That's what Memorial Day is to me. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. And it hurts. It hurts me deeply when I see some of the tweets that we're going to go look at, and how people take this holiday and twist it, politicize it, and make it about themselves. So, as you saw, Terrence K. Williams pointed out quite accurately that Kamala Harris made this about herself. In much the same way that uh, Barack Obama famously had a selfie of himself sitting in the bus that Rosa Parks made her stand in. Selfie of himself. Instead of celebrating Rosa Parks' life, it was all about him. And that's what this picture in this in this tweet, and I'll bring this up again, but that's what the picture in this tweet. It's all about her. Hey, look at me. I'm smiling at something. I don't know. I'm probably smiling at somebody cracking a joke or something. And I'm telling you to enjoy the long weekend, because that's what it's all about. It's what Memorial Day is all about. It's all about putting your swim trunks on and doing cannonballs on Monday. It's all about, overcooking your hamburgers this Monday. It's all about throwing back a few brewskis and, maybe eating some hot dogs and throwing it up later because you just drank too much. That's what it's really about. It's really about going out and playing some beach volleyball. I mean, it's clear. I mean, it's clear. It's all about the long weekend, according to the Vice President of the United States. And it's just kind of heartbreaking to see this sort of thing. So the other tweet of the weekend goes to President Joe Biden. Now, he has since, added a new tweet talking about Memorial Day. But he started off the weekend saying, "Stay cool this weekend, folks," with his ice cream and no mask and not standing 6 feet apart. And yeah, that bugs me too. In fact, why am I even here? I need to be here, because I need to have the American flag behind me when I'm talking about this. So thank you, as Alex McDonald puts it, of the Politics Show, he puts it, thank you very much, former President Biden, Vice President Biden, former Vice President Biden, for pointing out that we need to stay cool this weekend, folks. It felt like a concerted effort that the Vice President and the President would both put out inane tweets about Memorial Day. Now, I get it. He delivered remarks at a Memorial Day service. I believe that was earlier today. He gave the Medal of Honor to somebody, Army Colonel Ralph Puckett. Okay, these are part of the duties of the president. And we know that tomorrow, he and Kamala, are going to go to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and do the ceremony, and every president does this. But it's just part of the job. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that Joe Biden, in his heart of hearts, believes in the military, believes in the sacrifice. But I don't think I think it's only important to him, or more important to him, when it serves a particular political purpose. And that's unfortunate. So let's go look at some of these tweets today about Memorial Day. Let's go see what people have to say about Memorial Day. So the top tweets are usually the respectful ones, and that's what we're looking here right now. We're looking at the respectful tweets for the most part. And Kaya Jones, as we celebrate coming out of quarantine, partying and indulgence this weekend, here's 400,000 graves plus graves, including my grandfather's at Arlington National, that say otherwise. Remember what Memorial Day weekend is about. Remember the honor. Remember the names. Remember the brave. So I have a cousin who is a former Marine, and he was in Iraq. He fought in Iraq. He was right in the middle of it. In fact, he suffered a pretty major, I don't really want to call it a defeat, but an incident where his vehicle was hit by an IED. He lost several of his buddies that day, and he had to wait and hold off Iraqi insurgents with his dead buddies there and the ones that he was struggling to keep alive. He lost so much that day. And so I tried to reach out to him every Memorial Day just to say, hey, thinking about you. Thank you so much for the things you've done. This day isn't even about him. But it did directly affect him that he lost his brothers that day. And it absolutely affected his life going forward. He suffers just as much as anybody else with PTSD. And it's a direct result of him sacrificing his life to go out there so that we could have everything that we have and to help other people. And several people made the ultimate sacrifice that day. And so I'm even though this day is not about him specifically, because I reach out to him on Armed Forces Day and on Veterans Day, but I also reach out to him on Memorial Day because I know he's thinking about his buddies. I know he's thinking about his brothers. This is the Terrence K. Williams that we already looked at. So, and here's another response to Kamala's really tone-deaf tweet. Now, keep in mind, I've calmed down since I first saw the tweet, okay? Because I just get it. I get it. She's not good at this stuff. She never has been. She doesn't really like this country. I mean, her and Joe Biden went up in front of the in a press conference in the front of the media and said that we're a racist country. So she doesn't really like it here anyway. So I get it. Memorial Day is a nothing thing to her. So I've tempered my response to her tweet since then. But Bernard B. Carrick, and I'm not sure who this is, but he says, it is appalling that there's no mention of why there is a long weekend. For those that sacrifice their lives for our country and for the families they left behind, we should have a vice president that thinks more of Memorial Day than just a long weekend. It's the reason why we don't have a vice president who doesn't think of Memorial Day as anything but a long weekend is because we vote people in who aren't, seeking to serve. They're seeking to rule. President Biden and Kamala Harris and Donald Trump and Obama and Clinton and even Bush Jr. to an extent, they didn't seek the presidency to serve. They sought it out to rule, to get more power and more influence for their friends, for their families, for their constituents, for their interests. Long gone are the days where people served in the role of president. That's why this doesn't mean anything to Kamala Harris, because she's not here to serve. Mike Pompeo goes on and says some nice words. Secretary of Defense, not only thinking about our fallen soldiers, but also the incredible sacrifice of the families they left behind. Exactly. And then we get with Steven Crowder. Now, say what you want about Steven Crowder. He's funny. He does his homework. He's insightful. And he's going to rub you the wrong way sometimes. And Steven Crowder, a day ago, said, are you black? You get your own month. Are you gay? You get your own month. Died honorably for your country? One day. Now, I understand that you want to complain about it. I understand why you would want to complain about it. Absolutely, we should have a longer period to remember the fallen and the veterans. We should have like an Armed Forces Month where we combine all that together. But that's neither here nor there. I think there's a time and a place. I love Steven Crowder to death. He is essentially on my side. But I think there's a time and a place, and I don't think this is the time or the place. I think if you're not adding to the conversation, then maybe you should probably not say anything. Every Republican in Congress who voted against the January 6th Commission has disrespected all military members who died serving this nation and had made a mockery of their ultimate sacrifice. This is what I was talking about when we were talking about people out there with their own self-interest who could really care less about the actual meaning of Memorial Day. This is a excuse me. This is simply a tweet to, an opportunity to yell at the side they hate. They're basically using Memorial Day as a bludgeon to hit people over the head with for a fake January 6th commission for an insurrection of some sort, which there was none. LARPers maybe, but not an insurrection. So, John Cooper, thank you for not adding anything to the conversation and only making things worse. Appreciate you. Let's move on. So then we got the Department of Defense saying some things. I expect that to be... Here we go. So Memorial Day, this is Major Toure. So if you've not heard of Major Toure, he's a big-time gun enthusiast, really smart individual, a black man who's a little to the right. And he states here, and his history is probably correct, but not quite. No one's really sure about the origins of Memorial Day. Let's put it that way. There are a lot of claims, and a lot of them are true, but it's hard to, point to one single event that was Memorial Day. But Major Toure says, or Maj Toure, I've never heard him say his name. Anyways, was started by black Americans on May 1st, 1865 in Charleston, South Carolina, to honor 257 dead Union soldiers. The soldiers had been buried in a mass grave in a Confederate prison camp. They dug up the bodies and worked for weeks to give them a proper burial as gratitude. That's Memorial Day to me. Absolutely. Then we got some more talking about canines. And that's a little too close for me. I don't want to talk about canines right now. Well, and here's a nice meme showing Memorial Day is for them, Veterans Day is for him. And this is exact. In fact, we need to zoom in on this because this is amazing. This is an amazing picture, an amazing illustration of what this is. And I was talking about my cousin, and this is how I imagine my cousin to feel on Memorial Day. Let that sink in. Just let that sink in. Sarah A. Carter. Another response to Kamala Harris. It's not just a long weekend for nothing. We'll be spending the day at Arlington visiting some friends we wish we were with us today. I don't blame people for enjoying the long weekend, but I hope we all remember what it's really about. And that was a classy way to address it. And I agree with her 100%. So let's go to the latest tab. This is where things get kind of dicey. Not really sure what we're going to run into here. But let's dive in and see what we find and what we can say, hey, that's a great tribute, or what is a dud. What was why would you say something like that? Those kind of things. I'm really on the hunt for that tonight. So here's somebody who's just putting every hashtag into her tweet, so she can go to hell. So we're talking about Towers of Light series. So I guess these are Christian books. Need to move on. Do them. Okay. So this is advertisement basically. Veterans rip Kamala Harris for Tone Deaf Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. And here's somebody doing the Memorial Day mix. Very interesting. Here we go. Remember the lives lost in battle to protect our country. Honor and appreciate the true bravery of the soldiers who gave the ultimate sacrifice of their lives so ours could be better. Very patriotic picture there. So far, some pretty nice tributes here. Keeping America safe. Remember those who paid the ultimate price as well as those who suffered physical and or mental injuries. Exactly. More, a lot of these are excellent. Oh boy. So whoever Carlo and Seb are, just don't use the Memorial Day hashtag. Just don't. So then now we're talking about Donald Trump on his Memorial Day address. And there's going to be some interesting tweets coming up here about Donald Trump and Memorial Day. You'll see. I've already seen some of them. For Memorial Day this year, let's also remember the lives lost in Tulsa 100 years ago. Yeah, so I guess it happened on this day, the Tulsa race riots. Holy, that was a really dark page in our history, and I'm so glad we're past this. But it definitely deserves our remembrance. Yeah, here's another person of that same. Okay, you know what, Christy, you're going away. I am blocking you because I don't want to see your ads. Thank you. Sheesh. Let's see. Suzanne Bell. Okay, Memorial Day. And somebody else selling stuff and putting Memorial Day on there. That makes me crazy. Pet peeve. Veterans Day for veterans. Memorial Day is for those who served and did not come home. Yes. Thank you, Margot. Never forget. Yesterday, I rucked my first 5K for Gold Star families. Nice. If you don't know what a Gold Star family is, it's basically a family that has lost their loved one in battle. Okay, here we go. On Memorial Day weekend, hashtag Memorial, I'm so sad and angry about the fragility of our democracy. We're not a democracy. Those who've served our countries, including my dad, deserve so much more. I agree, but I bet you're probably on the opposite end of this. You probably think what's going on in this picture is some sort of insurrection. It wasn't. There's not a single one of these people is armed. And the people that did make it inside the Capitol building threw papers around and stole that table thing and stole a laptop. Not an insurrection. More sales. Look at this. This. I'm not going to get angry. I love capitalism, but I hate it when they take solemn holidays like this and say, the great Memorial Day sale. Come and buy all this stuff because it's Memorial Day. No. Curry Enterprises. Curry Memorial Day sale continues. 50% of all. Yep, say more. Nice poem from Hannah Cloninger. Suzalu, Memorial Day. So when I was a kid, in fact, let me bring up this image. When I was a kid, actually I was like 16, but I did it a couple times. I joined when I think it was 15 actually. I joined what's called the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. And what that basically is it's almost like a camp for, kids that might be interested in joining the military, specifically the Navy. And you go through a lot of the same kind of trainings and you watch videos and you march and you do all this stuff. And it was an interesting experience for me. It taught me one thing, that I did not want to be in the military. But it also gave me a newfound respect for the military as well. Because one of the projects that we did is that we went to the Houston National Cemetery, where they have a lot of veterans buried, and we planted flags. We did basically what you're seeing here, and I believe this is Arlington National Cemetery. And we basically planted flags at all the graves, regardless of if they had any family members living or present, living today or not. They all got a flag. And I just remember how quiet it was that day. It was hot, but I remember how quiet it was that day when we were working. We would have a huge armload full of flags, and we would go just to each grave, and it was so solemn and so quiet. We got there in the morning before all the services started and everything, but yeah, it was a very meaningful moment in my life, and I did it a couple more times after that, but in fact, I probably should get out there and do it again next year, now that all this COVID stuff is done, especially here in Texas. So yeah, I wanted to share that. I thought that was an interesting picture. And now I can't switch my desktop. Oh, there we go. So, okay, Creepy Joe. It's a lot of politics here. More. Okay, Clubhouse. Join us at the Beach Club. So now even Clubhouse, Cult House is using Memorial Day to promote or somebody's promoting their beach clubhouse, whatever. So here's somebody who, at the time we had a president. Thank you, President Trump. I'm not even going to get into that. I was not a fan of President Trump. So earlier, and I'm thinking maybe that the further we get in the evening, the more people are posting. But earlier, when I was looking at a lot of these, I was finding a lot of nasty things being said about Memorial Day. Let's see. Okay, I'm not finding them. So let's do this then. I'm going to add a term here. This is depressing. So, per emerging reports, Trump has confided in close aides that he wants to run in 2024. That doesn't go with Memorial Day. Here we go. In case anyone forgot how Trump treated veterans in New York City, Trump pushed to oust disabled veterans from running street carts on Fifth Avenue that were clogging and seriously downgrading the Lux shopping area. Any chance to use Memorial Day as a bludgeon? There's one opportunity right here. I'm going to take a look at this article and see what this is about, because I have not heard this. I'm going to read this to you. Despite claiming to be a champion of military veterans, President Trump repeatedly pushed to get disabled vets barred from working as street vendors on Fifth Avenue, accusing the American heroes of clogging and seriously downgrading the luxe shopping destination in Midtown Manhattan. Trump, who is coming to New York on Monday to kick off the 100th annual Veterans Day parade, once insisted that wounded vets be denied the special permission they can get to set up shop on the prime stretch of high-priced retail outlets, which is also home to Trump Tower. Do we allow Fifth Avenue, one of the world's finest and most luxurious shopping districts, to be turned into an outdoor flea market? Trump asked in a 1991 letter to a then powerful Albany lawmaker. The effort succeeded in limiting permits to trade on the streets in core areas of Midtown Manhattan, but Trump re-upped his objection to the Civil War-era law that helps disabled vets operate street carts in a 2004 letter to then Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Whether they are veterans or not, they, the vendors, should not be allowed to sell on this most important and prestigious shopping street, Trump wrote in the Dear Michael missive. The Daily News reported Trump anti-veteran vendor stand in 2015, soon after he announced his run for the White House, and controversially trashed Senator John McCain for getting captured during the Vietnam War. So, nice little hit piece on Trump, but yeah. Yeah, so this is slightly different than so he wasn't targeting just veterans. It was clear he was targeting just vendors in general. I get it. It just so happened that veterans happened to get mixed in with those. That's what really happened here. But that's not about Memorial Day. Why are we using Memorial Day to talk about that? If you want to blast Trump, go ahead. But why are you using Memorial Day again as a hammer to smack somebody over the head with? That's not what this is about. In fact, this is extremely disrespectful, even if this was about Obama. I'm going to search Obama here in a minute. And here's that speech from Obama. Slip of the tongue from Trump. The guy who wrote the song. This is who Trump and GOP associate with, but Liz Cheney is the problem for GOP leader. F the GOP, Memorial Day. Thank you, Illinois conservative. Here is a video of former General and National Security Advisor Mike Flynn calling for a Myanmar-like coup to replace the sitting president with Donald Trump. The talk of war is very real. Let's listen in, shall we?
Charlie, one more time. I need a microphone up in the front. Right over here, this gentleman right here. Thank you. Simple Marine, I want to know why what happened in Myanmar can't happen here. No reason. I mean, it should happen. No reason. One more. Charlie, one more time. I need a microphone up in the front.
Oh, so repeated. Yeah. So again, Memorial Day, hammer. Stop it. They will not get away with it. Trump and his accomplices will face justice. This is America. We beat the Brits. We beat Hitler. We will beat Trumpism. Memorial Day. I need a hammer. I don't have a hammer in here. Otherwise, I could use that as Memorial Day hammer. The GOP voted to cover up domestic terror attack they incited. We will never forget. The insurrection again. Insurrection. Remember, Trump called the fallen men and women of our military suckers and losers. Context is everything. He did not do that. Very specific group of people he did. people really out there being more mad about the vice president saying enjoy the long weekend than Trump inciting an insurrection. There was no insurrection. Also, don't use Memorial Day to hit us over the head. Those who died for our great country would be very happy and proud at how well our country is doing today. Best economy in decades, lowest unemployment number for blacks and Hispanics ever, and women in 18 years. I don't know what that means. Including our military and so much more. Nice. I guess that was supposed to be complimentary. I don't know. Trump's trip to Ajdamarn American Cemetery Memorial near Paris due to scheduling logistical difficulties caused by the weather. What? So, in the face of impossible odds, people who love this country can change it. According to President Barack Obama, Trump Americans who died in war are losers and suckers. Never forget the many Republicans who stood in defense of a traitor. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's turn the tables a little bit. Let's look at Memorial Day and Mr. Barack Obama. We'll go here to the latest. And here we go talking about, so I hate this from both sides. So Kevin B59 pro-life said, I wonder if Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama ever visit the graves of the men they left behind, they left to defend themselves. They died to their incompetence as leaders. Memorial Day. No. Don't bring politics into Memorial Day. Don't do it. And don't disrespect Memorial Day. Those are the two things. Those are really the only two things I ask of our friends and family and political leaders, is don't disrespect Memorial Day and don't bring politics into it. So a lot of the tweets I've been showing you have either fallen in one of those two categories. Now, a lot of them are very respectful and tribute, but Kamala Harris's tweet was disrespectful. By omission, it was disrespectful. Joe Biden's tweet his original tweet was disrespectful. Again, by omission. Stuff like this, bringing politics into Memorial Day, it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Don't bring politics into Memorial Day and use it as a hammer, as a bludgeon. Oh, this will be interesting. She should have. It's because she's a black woman. Okay, what? What's because she? Tell me, why are we mad at Kamala Harris? Did she invent imaginary bone spurs to dodge a draft? No, wait, that was Trump. Did she call our troops suckers and losers? No, wait, that was Trump. Here we go. Did she refuse to honor fallen soldiers because it was raining? No, wait, that was Trump. Again, using Memorial Day as a political hammer. It's because she's a black woman. Should she have mentioned Memorial Day? Of course. Her bad. But this type of backlash is over the moon because that's how they overreact with black people. What? They weren't so mad at Ted Cruz for his Russian military propaganda. What? I don't even have anything to say to stuff like this. But this is disrespectful. And this is okay. A quote from Barack Obama, our nation owes a debt to its fallen heroes that we can never fully repay. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing political about this. Looks like this is a nonprofit that helps, looks like probably helps families. Let's see. I'm actually kind of interested in this. Yep, housing, mental health, case management, and employment services for veterans and their families. Awesome. This is a great way to honor the fallen, is to help those who need it, who have served. And I'm okay with using Barack Obama's quote here. Perfectly fine. Yeah, so, okay, this one's borderline, but it's all right. Exactly, the National Monument of Remembrance is Memorial Day at 3 p.m. local time. Take a moment to honor the true patriots who, in the words of Barack Obama, paid the ultimate price so that we might know freedom. This is actually an okay tweet. This is an okay tweet. Something in French. I don't know if this is an okay tweet. This is not an okay tweet. So I love James Woods. So let's go see what this original tweet was. Oh, it was deleted. I wonder why. Wonder what it was. I'm kind of curious now. But Jamie RJN had to follow it up with political crap. It's no coincidence that Biden and Harris both left Memorial Day references in their tweets about the weekend. This is part 3 of Barack Obama fundamentally transforming America. Leave politics out of this, please. This is about the fallen. So I know this was kind of a serious topic, and it's something I wanted to just kind of bring to light. Sorry for being a downer, if you will. So I'm going to leave us on a positive note. And, I can't. I will. Hold on. I'm going to leave us on a positive note. Don't you worry. Oh, I can do it here. So I'm going to switch back over to my Beyond 280 branding, and I'm going to leave us on a positive note. So we are America. We are the United States of America. We are the greatest country in the world. We have flaws. We have sinned. We have done wrong by other peoples. But we've also done right by other peoples. We've been a shining beacon. We've been a place where people clamor to come to because we offer opportunity like no other place on earth. We give everybody that comes to this country, who is born in this country, the tools that they need to succeed in life and the freedom to do so. And because of all that, America, fuck yeah. Huh? What do you think about that? That's pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to zoom in on this because I think it's amazing. This is absolutely amazing. This may be the greatest piece of art I have ever seen. Is there anything more patriotic than Hulk Hogan with his pythons holding the American flag? I don't think that there is. I really don't think that there is. I really think this is probably the most patriotic thing I have ever seen. And with that, I leave you. But before you go, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell so you can be reminded of when I'm going online, because I do go online I do go stream on Mondays and Wednesdays normally at 5 p.m. Central. I will not be tomorrow because of the Memorial Day holiday. And then the bell is so that you're reminded when I do go online, because I'm not always going to be streaming on those days. I plan on having interviews, and they're going to happen, could be any day at any time. So make sure you hit that bell. If you enjoyed the content, or if you're looking at just supporting a creator who's just getting started, you can buy me a coffee at this URL here, buymeacoffee.com/beyond280. I would greatly appreciate it. I've got all this stuff here and all these services that I use to do this, and I just pay out of pocket. And it's not that big of a deal, but it would be helpful to get a little bit of support along the way. As well as wanted to also share with you, if you are a creator or you're looking to become a creator or you're just kind of interested in it, come hang out with us at the Creators Guild. You can see us there at the creatorsguild.app. It is a community of creators that are getting together, learning about the tech, learning about the strategies and how to get online and how to do it, and just how to get out there and just stream. Get out there and just create content, just create a podcast, create, videos and shorts and all of that. And we would love to have you, and it's a great place to get started. That you'll also find the Creator Toolkit there, where you can either brush up on your current skills or just get started. And again, all of that is absolutely free. And you can reach me. I don't have a call to action for this yet, but you can reach me at my Twitter account, beyond_280. If you follow me, I do follow back. And you can also check out my website, beyond280.net. It's a work in progress, but it's getting there. And I'll have an email list where you can sign up to know when I'm going online, when I'm going to be doing interviews, that sort of thing. So I really appreciate you stopping by, checking out the replay. Thank you, Nailbender, for hanging out. And we will catch you guys on the flip side. Have a great evening. Have a remarkably quiet and somber Memorial Day. If you've got kids, teach them what it's about. Have your fun. Drink your beers. Make your hot dogs. But remember them. Remember the people that died so that we could remember them. Peace out, and God bless America. Peace.